check. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Smooth Black, Suave Negrito, Jefe Hilton, King Black, the heartbroken people healing himself, and let's not forget Manifestation God. Yo, this is Larry Hilton, and this is the Couch Session. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Anchor, Breaker, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud. If you want to donate, keep listening to the show. Go over to your Cash App application and type in the money sign, The Couch Session. Again, on Cash App, that's the money sign, The Couch Session. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. On my first time listeners, on my last time listeners, thank you so much. I want to give some thanks. I think we have some photos to go with these, but I want to give a thanks to Michael Lee at MJ Photography for being my cameraman, being behind the scenes, just doing what he does and doing it great. I want to thank Mario of Mario and Company in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Biggest barbershop, best barbershop in Jacksonville, North Carolina. If you want a clean fade, good customer service, you want to say listen to some good music, come on, slide through. And one last thing, if you want to call into the show, if you want to, hear a topic, you need some help with something, you need some advice, you want to shout yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Call into the show. Call 252-497-8083. Again, that's 252-497-8083. So next, before we get into this mental health check, we have a special guest on today's show. Special guest, go ahead and introduce yourself. She's no stranger to the couch. She's been here a few times before. Go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am.
What up, y'all? It's Shan from She Gets It Pod, from shandypoddin.com, and some 6 other podcasts that I do. I'm here on the mic to share mic with Larry on some topics tonight. I've been here before, but this one is a different one, but will be a goodie.
Yes, it will. Of course, Shan had wanted specific topics, and I'm like, oh God, she would have to listen to my last 2-3 pods and piggy. It sounded like you was piggybacking off of those, but
I was trying to just like go deeper so you can build from what you already shared. That's what I was doing.
Okay. All right, so let's get into a mental health check, Shan. That's how we start every pod. How is your mental health? I feel like your mental health is always on out of a 1 to 10, it's always on like a 13, 15.
That's a lie! My mental health is like at a 8. Because I'm a forward thinker, and so even though I'm in this week, I'm thinking about next week, and next week I'm going to hate because I got to be in the office, and I hate being in the office because I feel like it's completely unnecessary, and I got to think about the wake up and like I'm gonna be on the clock all day, with work, the girls, and how I'm not mentally, I don't want to do it, and but I don't have any other options, so I'm slowly trying to get through my week so I can get to Friday, but at the same time I can't be happy about Friday either because the first is Sunday, so all my money, boom. So I'm just like, man.
I feel you. Forward thinking is good though. It's good. It could be I don't want to say a bad thing too, but
it's a pro and a con. Because if you go forward thinking, you're never in the moment. So you're right. If you're always forward thinking, you're never in the moment.
That's a gem. That's a gem right there. So my mental health. How's my mental health going? How's my mental health saying? See how I look at you. I'm straight. I'm decent. You know, it's I'd say I'm at a 7.
Okay.
6.7, 6.8 to a 7. You know.
Okay.
You know what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
going through some shit right now, but I'm good. It's just waiting for the next chapter. That's it. Just waiting for the next chapter. I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
If you allow it to be.
If I allow it
to be.
Yes, if I allow it to be. I'm gonna allow it to be the best that I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow it to be the best that I can. So one note up here. I'm gonna start with this one note before I go. My mental, yeah, that's it on the mental health. All right. So Shan, something that I've realized, especially on Facebook, my views was did you watch my story the other night when I was on the shroom trip?
No.
Okay. It was just funny, just me being myself on the shrooms. And I had like 320 views. And I'm just like,
of you on the trip.
Well, it wasn't even me on the trip. It was me recording the shrooms, like showing the folks what they look like. And then the next one was like me dancing, and a piece of shroom, I threw it in the air and caught it in my mouth. And everybody they love to watch me talk about shrooms. They love to see how much shrooms I'm taking. They love to see, like, niggas love to live through me on my shroom trips. And it's just funny. It's interesting. I think I'm gonna do a pod. So I did a pod on shrooms. I think I'm gonna do a pod about my shroom trips and like why I trip and what I get from my trips and what I'm expecting from my trips and my craziest trips and just the science to, just the science to eating the shrooms and going in a place that you've never been before. Like, I was talking to somebody today, and I was telling them, like, I'm really in a grateful spot. Like, personally, I've never been as grateful as I am. Like, I wake up, and I'm just, I just be grateful. Like, you know what, I'm going through this, but I'm alive, or I got a car, or I got some money, or I got a job. I just be grateful. Like, 2 years ago, I wasn't as self-aware of my gratefulness as I am today. And I feel like, I was telling my boy Nigel this, I feel like that's because of the shrooms. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go take shrooms to feel grateful, but I'm saying I'm searching for something, and you have to put in that work to get answers. And the work that I put in, a part of the work that I put in had to do with taking psilocybin, and that was just shrooms, and which led to my gratefulness. And just, because the psilocybin takes you on a soul search. The psilocybin, just opens your eyes to just new things and about you. So I'm just like, I think I'm gonna do a little pod on about the shrooms. I ain't gonna be on them because I don't be wanting to pod on shrooms. I'd be too constricted. Like, this is, when I'm on shrooms, this is too constricting right here. Like, I have to sit down and talk and whatnot. And it's just like, I like to be free. When I was on my trip the other day at Nigel crib, I was just chilling, vibing, DJing, listening to the music, dancing, talking, having passionate conversations. But Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's that one little note before we get into everything else. But Shan had some. I said, Shan, what you doing tonight? You on pod? She said, why not? The girl sleep.
Yeah, they sleep.
Dang, it's only 9:09.
It's 8 o'clock bedtime over here. I don't play.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So Shan, you said you want to talk a little about you wanted to talk a little about measuring your growth.
Yeah.
Okay, measuring your growth. How do you measure your growth, Shan?
You know how in your phone, whether you have Apple or Android, Google Photos will do this. Apple will sometimes do this where they'll say, you know, this day last year, you know, as a reminder of what happened on this day last year. But I have those mental times in my head of, okay, last September, what was going on? You know, what were the pros and cons of last September? And then I compare to myself and I say, okay, well, this is what was going on last year. Would I think this year would be this outcome? Or these opportunities? Did I have these opportunities last year? And I compare those in a good way and in a negative way. Because I think when we get opportunities at first, we feel like instantly comfortable, right? But then before you got the opportunity, you stressing on how you gonna make 3 become 16. You know, how you about to make this become 500. And then you have this list of all these great things and responsible things that you're going to do if you come upon this opportunity or this money. And then the opportunity comes, and then all of a sudden, if you're not mentally responsible for yourself, you dilly-dally with the opportunity. You get super lax when you're supposed to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
You start veering off of your list of things you need to do and take care of. You know, you got a trademark. You said as soon as you get some extra money, you're going to do this with the trademark. You don't do it. You say you're going to start the business and get your business license. You don't do it. You say you're going to invest in some property. You don't do it. So I think a true test of growth and measurement in yourself would be keeping your word to yourself. Not even keeping your word to other people, keeping your word to yourself of what you said you were going to do. If you said you wanted to up your skills so you have more opportunity with jobs, not all of us can work for ourselves. And you said you were going to take online courses. When you had the opportunity and time, did you take those courses? You know, I think a lot of people feel like they have this unlimited amount of time to get things done, and when they don't show up for those things they know they needed to do, they got all these excuses of it just didn't work. So my thing is, like, ask yourself, did it not work because you tried and it didn't work, or did it not work because you didn't set up your ducks in a row?
That wasn't where I was gonna go with it, but I like it. I like it.
What were you thinking?
Measuring growth. Measuring growth. Hey, ask yourself, did you accomplish them goals? Like you said.
Yeah.
Did you? I guess it is. You know what I'm saying? Shan's always a little bit more profound than I am, though.
That's not.
Measuring growth. Like, let's see. Let's put it in my own perspective, my own life. Prime example. December 1st, it'll be 1 year I've been in a barbershop. And I've seen barbers come out of barber school and their fades were good. And then those same people, I've seen their cuts have gotten worse since they've been in a barbershop. Now, with me, I've seen nothing but growth. Like, I'm getting better. I'm getting hella better. I'm getting nice with it.
The fade you did today was was nice. It was clean.
Thank you. I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in the work, and I'm seeing the fruits of my labor, especially with the barbering. Measuring your growth, like not becoming stagnant.
Yeah.
Like another prime example, the barbering. I know that the skills are going to get better over time, as they have been. But now I'm at a point because I don't like to stay stagnant. I always like to grow and like to expand in what I'm doing or make it a little bit better. So now I'm trying to figure out how to expand in the barbering world. Like I want to create a beard butter. You know, everybody does oils and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I could do a nice beard butter for the folks with the beards, the men with the beards, that'd be fire. But that's another stream of income, you know, in this industry. Or like selling hairbrushes, do-rags, combs, styling combs, like just anything that'll bring extra income. And then don't let me find out how to put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like turn this product, and you can do that. Once I buy it, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? I own it. Slap my sticker out there and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's where, you know, measuring growth. You got to know that. I talk about self-awareness all the time. You have to be aware. You have to know when you've hit a plateau and whatever it is you're doing. And when you realize you hit that plateau, you got to reevaluate some things.
Yeah. And sometimes your body will tell you before your mind does. Sometimes things don't work out how you think they're supposed to work out on purpose, with purpose. And I feel like, you know, where you were last year, you know, before this time, you know, you was hating, you know, the setup you had. You just wanted to be a bit easier. And now you're here doing the thing that you wanted to do. It's not all the way how you would like it to be, but I think it's like true growth, because I remember when you were just like resistant and kind of like doubtful of what you had set ahead for yourself, if you were going to be able to pass it or get here, and you here now, you know. And that's why it's super important to not mentally limit yourself. And whatever you want, if you consistent enough and you show up enough, it will happen. I always tell people I'm not the most religious person, but I believe the Creator helps those who always help themselves. And I haven't seen you, you know, hit me up and you in bed till 3 p.m. and you're just like, well, maybe I'll go to the shop today. Or it's Friday. I'm definitely going to wake up and go to you in the shop every day. You know, a lot of people
every day, Shan, every day.
Yes, a lot of people feel like I'm in control of how I can make my own money. I can go in the shop at any time and make money. No. When you building your skills and your clientele, and they see that you consistent, and they feel like they can count on you, you gotta do the groundwork to have those days to be able to last. You know, once you get a clientele that calls you to travel with them to do cuts, where you could take off a couple of days of not doing cuts, that's a major improvement. But that's a goal of consistency that a lot of people don't have. So I feel like, you know, you doing what needs to be done in order to head in that direction if you want to. And I think it's super important to surround yourself with people who have their own goals. Doesn't even have to be like yours or in the same field as your lane. Somebody who has goals is not where they want to be, but you see their consistency too, because sometimes you're just not in the mood, or I'm just not in the mood, and I could watch something or hear somebody speak or see somebody's grind, I'm just like, damn, I'm trying to get my front booty to match my back booty. I gotta go on the treadmill. So know, it'd be those things where you just like, okay, everybody I know is working out. What I look like being the one in the group that's not working out. What am I running away from? You know, everybody in the group chat talking about buying properties and yeah, I just got this job, but I'm looking at this position here too. I'm more motivated to look at a better opportunity for myself. If we was just all in a group chat talking about the latest shoes to throw away our money in, that'll be something different. You know, sometimes you gotta up your level of who you're around in order to have that growth measurement.
So something else you ask is, when is it time to be uncomfortable to level up, to get to that, you know, that point? When is it time? Because uncomfortability is very important in leveling up.
It is.
Uncomfortability is vital.
It is, but I will say this. The older you get, the trickier it gets. Because your responsibility of self and little people, if you have little people, becomes murky because the responsibility factor starts to top you being uncomfortable to get to the next level because you have other people that you have to maintain their comfortability. So for me, I do work corporate, but I always put my goals for myself first, and me being a mom first, and then a job. Has always been like that. But the limit for me is I don't want to lose my children's stability, and the stability for them would be like them being in a safe neighborhood, them being able to go to school. You know, my contact was being able to drop them off, pick them up, help them with their homework, take them out on the weekend. You know, have like a couple of days a month where I can have my time. And how uncomfortable do I want to get that will affect how comfortable they are? And so I battle with that a lot. So a lot of time my growth has to be in my work for myself. Let me go look at the site. Let me see what people have been viewing but not buying. Let me take down what people haven't been viewing. It's a lot of filtering in my life that my kids have no idea that I do in order to make sure that they have what they need. Going through the podcast, seeing what were like the go-to topics that people like listening to. See how I can elaborate on that or take something out of that and grab that audience, because that audience is there. I see the numbers and know when it's time to do a new season, know when it's time to take a break. Like all of that is filtering, and that's where I have to get uncomfortable. Like right now, the reason why I dropped the show today is because I was uncomfortable. I felt like I had all these ideas and thoughts and know where to put them because I'm in a transition space before I do another season, and I didn't feel like recording for any other podcast. I just felt like talking. And so I dropped a bonus episode today, but it's just really knowing what to do with your energy when you're uncomfortable. A lot of people have uncomfortable energy and then they turn into like this fucking grump or a bitch to people around them because they're feeling something they don't know what to do with the energy. Or they go drinking, or they go smoking, or I just need to go for a drive. The way gas is set up, maybe you don't need to go for a drive. Maybe you need to channel that energy a different way, you know? So a lot of that for me is channeling my energy to make something that I physically don't have to take myself away from my kids to do.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the last time I was, uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable now, trying to level up in life right now. Shoot, I don't live with people I didn't want to live with. Done lived in homes, rented homes I didn't want to rent, but you know I was trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Comfortability. Also, when you get uncomfortable, look, there's pros and cons to that too. You get uncomfortable. Oh no, man. It's comfortability. Oh, I got sneezed. Excuse me. But when you get comfortable, nothing good comes from comfortability. I remember last time I got real comfortable, I got arrested. Caught 2 charges. Never get comfortable. Shit.
Maybe that's why I resist relationships.
Cause you don't want to get too comfortable.
I don't want to get comfortable with somebody that's gonna become temporary.
But how do you know they're gonna become temporary? That's the thing.
Because everything is temporary.
Okay, everything is temporary, but that temporary could last 40 years, 50 years.
I ain't never seen it. So until I see that or experience that doesn't exist. That's like you telling me Fern Gully is a place.
You've never seen. Excuse me. You've never seen a couple be together for 30, 40 years, 50 years?
Not personally. I've heard of it.
I mean, sometimes it's not going to be personally, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's
what I need. It's like you could tell me, I tried this is nasty. And I'm going to be like, okay, you thought it was nasty. I'm going to still try it. See if I think it's nasty, But I'm more resistant to the idea of, the beginning of when you meet somebody and you're happy and you're excited and you're giddy.
That honeymoon phase.
Yeah, and it's mutual. I've replayed each relationship I've been in where it was those moments. And then there's like a door open and just like, but you remember this, bitch? And then it's all that pussy ass shit you ain't want to deal with. And I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
I hear you, Shane. I hear you. Oh, Lord, I done dropped my phone. But, that's that air pressure pump. You mentioned earlier about no new friends. You know what I'm saying? Is it beneficial to us to have that mindset of no new friends? I don't think it is beneficial. I think that was just a hit classic that Drake dropped, Aubrey Graham dropped. New friends are important. New friends are important. Sure.
I'm learning that now because, like people in my age, I'm in my mid-30s. They're at the stage in their life, and I talked about this a little bit today, where they're like buying their house, they're watching their credit, or they're buying a dog, or they're looking for a new apartment because apartments are crazy right now, or they want to pay off a car, or they're like, I'm getting engaged. I don't have that want, like people my age. I have the want of, I want to create something that provides me the income to invest in buying property that's in foreclosure and land more so than a building itself, because that's a lot of work. And then I want to be able to plan on that land or what I want to do with it. Like that excites me more than a new car or like all this artificial shit that I can't do nothing with. But I know that requires people who are in that already. So I would shoot myself in the foot to not be open to talking to people who deal with that on an everyday basis or are knowledgeable about it. So in that sense, I agree with you where me not wanting to have new friends will completely box me into making mistakes that I don't need to make. if I'm knowledgeable of it with people who are in that field already. So I feel like if you make new friends that are doing better than you in the areas you want to get to. You know?
That's a fact. And you gotta take your time with them new friends too. You just can't go befriending everybody off the back.
Yeah.
Definitely that comes to that knowledge you was talking about earlier. Like, you got to take your time with it, because as I said on the last podcast, I'm tired of giving tired of giving my energy to people for a little. You just said that. Having people around, where I deal with certain people if it's gonna be short, temporary. But yeah, I'm tired of giving my people my energy for a short period of time.
Yeah.
But no new friends. You got to have new friends and connections and everything.
But what friends I will always be against are the ones that ask for my number on a romantic tip and be like, so you can't have friends? I hate those people.
Why do you hate those people?
Because it's manipulative. You know your intentions is not to be my friend. You know your intentions were what you said before you wanted to become my friend. Stay in that lane. Stay in that lane.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
And that's fine, but when people automatically downgrade themselves to that, I'm just like, absolutely not.
But you can't have no friends? I think I've hit that line once or twice in my life.
I hate that. Hate that so
I definitely have hit that once or twice in my life. You asked, are we doing ourselves any favors? Nah, we're not. Only to the ancient potential friends. But yeah, we're doing ourselves a favor by getting to opening ourselves up to people and getting to know people. Just gotta be smart with it. It's a process. It takes time. Probably like 1 hour.
Pay attention to people's energy.
Facts. If
a person has good energy when they come into a room or a store or establishment and they come often, pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now in Atlanta, you got to know, is that the coke or are they just really happy people?
Not the coke. So,
oh my God.
Shan, what are your must-have basic... Hold on. What are your must-have basics for your version of a healthy mate? Again, what are your must-have basics for your version of a healthy mate?
All right. I like a man that mirrors my life.
Say that again.
I like a man to mirror my life.
Okay.
And when I say that, I say I would like a man that has a house, whether he's renting it or own it already. I would like a man to have all his utilities in his name and his vehicle in his name and his legal, meaning you have your insurance, your tags are updated. I ain't got to worry about getting in your shit, you riding dirty. That man has to have kids because I don't want any more.
Shan don't fuck with no nigga without no kids, yo.
I don't.
She do not fuck with no nigga without no kids. You better have some kids. You gonna holler at her.
Period. Okay, preferably older than mine, but same age is cool. Someone that is beyond the baby mama drama.
For sure.
Someone who's focused on what they want their life to look like in their 40s or their 50s. Someone who knows that their health comes before their money. Meaning, you may have a great job or you may have these side things that you do to make money, but if you're not taking care of your body, it doesn't matter how great you do them.
Mm-hmm.
How can you say you want to set your kids up for a better future and you outside just dogging yourself? You're not taking care of yourself. Someone who values their vision. Your vision is not put on the back burner. Someone who's not trying to have a company tell them when they can retire. Because I'm not trying to have no company tell me when I can retire. And just being honest, values honesty, spending time with their family, somebody who is comfortable not being traditional, because I'm not traditional in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know, maybe he don't have to be a homebody, but he got to understand that I'm not going to go out with you all the time. You know, you want to go out? I'm not going to go out with you all the time, and I'm not going to babysit you at all. You know, there might be some days where you don't hear from me. It's not a problem. I just don't want to talk to nobody.
So that's how you're going to be if you're in a committed relationship.
Yes. And I need you to understand, like, we could be together, but I'm not trying to hug your every day.
Okay, so
communicate.
Will he at least hear from you?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be you call me 5 times today and I talk. You know what I'm saying? That's a little too much. I've had that relationship already. It evaporates quickly.
You know, some girl was talking. So I got this one girl's number, and you see, I sent it to you. I sent it to you, and she called. She texted me the other day, and it was just like, she said something. I was like, text me, I'm busy. She got an attitude, and was just like, how old are we? I don't have time to be texting all day. But she'll talk on the phone for hours, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, how old are you? I don't have time to be talking on the phone all day.
Period.
And I'm like, what? I don't understand. Like, yo, I'm a barber. I be trying to pod. I got when I'm done here, I just strum up the not courage, the strength and the tiredness to clip my videos so I can post them tomorrow. Like, you know, little promo clips and shit like that. I be having shit to do. On top of, I ain't gonna hold you, Shane. You know what I find very important to my life? I like to watch TV. I like to watch. Okay. I like to watch my shows. Like, I like to watch my shows. Right now, I'm watching.
You don't want a show buddy.
Oh no, I would love a show buddy. I would absolutely.
I hate a show buddy though.
What? Nah. I want me and me and Shorty to be like, yeah, we watch this shit together, or like, yo, watch this episode.
Okay, like watch it together physically together, or somebody's on the phone or FaceTime.
See, that's that shit your boy be doing. You know who I'm talking about.
I don't want to do the FaceTime if I can't.
I don't want to do that. You can watch it on your own time, but let's keep up. Like, don't watch.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Like reading like a book club.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
but like for me, I don't want to talk on the phone with you no more. I'm tired of talking. I got kids. I've been talking all day. If you can't come over and lay down, and I can't lay on your Buddha while we watch this documentary, go away. Go away. We ain't got to do this. I like having that person that knows when to shut up, and I'll explain what happened in the episode when it's done. That is so important.
Facts. But yeah, sort of, and I can't be on the phone trying to watch a show, and it's just like, and I like to watch my shows at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I've done, you know, I'm grown. I've adulted all day, and now I want to roll a blunt, I want to smoke a blunt and watch my show. Now, yeah. Then she called me and she ain't had shit to say. That's another thing. Don't call me and don't have shit to say. Don't call me and don't have shit to say. Like,
you know what I block men on? I block men who call me out the blue, be having a good conversation, and then
You see me
out the
repeat.
blue because you ain't got shit to talk to. You say, let me call you right back. And you'll never call back. I block Nipples when they tell me they gonna call me right back and they never call back. I have somebody blocked for the last 4 months behind that.
So at what point did you?
Why he blocked?
At what point did you block him? Right after the "let me call you back" or
right after he said I'm gonna call you right back?
How you?
Because I know his process. He don't know how to end the conversation, which snowballs into if we were having a disagreement or something he didn't understand. Instead of you express that you don't understand it or you don't know what to say because you lack empathy for someone else's situation that is not yours, you would fake like you have something to do so you can avoid it to come back when they're in a better place. And I ain't got time for that. I think empathy as an adult is super important, even though if somebody's talking to you about losing their house in a fire, if you don't have enough empathy to have
taking 15 Advils.
That if you don't have enough empathy, even though it's not your situation, let's not have the conversation because you on some Disney movie shit and I'm on some shit that's not even rated type of conversation. And I can't dumb down myself to make you understand what's happening. You know, that's exhausting. I hate talking to people that you got to teach as you have a conversation.
Now, I feel you, but I like teaching as well. Like, don't you?
No.
You don't want a man. You don't want a man that can teach you and learn from you at the same time.
I love this is where I'm biased as fuck. I love for a man to teach me things and tell me how he likes things. Like I have an ex that told me how to suck juice from the top where the ice is. That's where it's cooler. I said, oh, you put me up on things. Suck from the top. Got you, right? But I hate when I have to turn around and teach a man who's older than me how to do shit I feel like you should already know. It makes me, it's such a turn off for me. Because in my head I'm just like, why do you not know this?
But that's what I'm saying. What if it's something? What if it's some shit that you know? I mean, that you like a little small fact. Like, did you know that octopuses have this?
No, I'm not talking about facts. You can talk facts all day. I'm talking about acts.
I get you.
Like, pass me the Phillips. What do you mean?
Oh damn. Okay.
Pass me the Phillips.
Not the fellas. I get you. I get you. I get you. So you.
I've been in relationships with men where I have more tools than them. Turn off. And in my head, I'm just like, how did we ever fuck? That's not manly to me.
I understand what you're saying. For me, what are some of the basics? I only have two, and they not like yours, but
not two.
Yeah, I only have two that I can think of right now. So for me, what are the must-have basics for the version of a healthy mate? Ambition. You got to have ambition. Like the girl who can talk for hours. The girl who can talk for hours. She works a 9 to 5, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just like, what are your goals? And she told me one of her goals, but she has no desire to chase that goal because she thinks it's like too far-fetched or something like that. And I'm just like, so you just want to get up every morning and work this job until your job says you can retire. Like
that makes my nipples soft, especially when men do it. Like, you really about to let these white people tell you can retire in your 60s?
That might be the name of the podcast. That makes Shan's nipples soft.
Yes. You really telling me you gonna let some man tell you it's 9 a.m. being aisle 8? What?
Damn, not being aisle 8 at 9 a.m. Yeah.
And then you think you about to come home and tell me what to do? What?
I get what you're saying.
You feel like you better shut up talking to me and pass me my towel before I call Fred.
You stupid. I definitely need ambition. You got to have ambition.
Yes.
Cause I got plenty of it. And I ain't, like you said, how you ain't trying to teach no nigga. I ain't trying to boost no bitch up to have ambition. Like, come on, you got it. Nah, I ain't got time for that.
I'm gonna tell you this. As a creative person, sometimes the only person that's gonna understand your work ethic is another creative mind. I feel like people who just want to wake up, go to work, clock in, clock out, come home, pick up their dry cleaning, eat the same dinners that they had last week. I feel like they get really scared of how you bet on yourself. And it's hard to have a relationship with someone where you got to constantly explain why you're taking these chances on yourself with your ambition. And they looking at, why can't you just keep this job for 4 more years? And then they gonna give you a raise. And shut up! That's not how my mind is built. I've been taking chances of myself. You either understand that or you don't. And I've been in relationships with great men, kind men, loving men who don't understand how or why I take chances on myself. And no shade to them, but there's a woman for them. I'm just not it. I'm not about to say, I'm not, and I never wanted to be this mom either. I never wanted to be the mom where one day she wakes up and she's in mom jeans, a stained shirt, and she doesn't know where her ass is. I don't want to be that mom. I don't ever want my clothes to tell a person what my life is.
You're not gonna be that mom, Sam.
Listen, I want to pull up and be like, so you guys are all sisters? Yes.
Facts, I feel you. Another one.
Yes.
Another one that she has to come with is it's the big one. Self-awareness and common fucking sense.
That's hard right now.
Yeah, common fucking sense. People don't have no common sense nowadays. Yeah, that's it. Just self-awareness. I don't want to have to teach somebody how to be a fucking decent ass human. Like, yeah. So common sense and self-awareness for sure. And
somebody with a little bit of struggle in them.
Yeah, I like that. Somebody with a little bit of struggle in them. Yeah.
Like, I like you. You done hit the floor before. I like you. You understand?
Yeah. Folks who ain't never been through no shit don't know how to fucking go through life.
You can't talk to me. I done spent too many days of only going home to shower and living out of a suitcase and not eating because I got shit I gotta do. You can't talk to me when you've been spoon-fed. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
And lastly, you wrote down, define being in a state of working progress versus saying I'm going to be better. This definitely reminds me of somebody that we know.
Yeah.
But won't say no names. But
yeah, we're not doing names.
Not today, we're not. Define being in a state of working progress versus saying I'm going to be better.
You want me to do it first?
Let me go first because yours is gonna be way better than mine. The state of being, being in a state of working progress, and saying that you're gonna be better. I do feel like they go hand in hand together. One is more powerful than the other, even though they do go hand in hand together. I do feel like the work in progress is more powerful than the saying I'm going to be better. Now I do feel like saying I'm going to be better is the number one step to becoming a work in progress. But you can't do one without the other. You can't say I'm going to be a work in progress without making yourself a work in progress. One thing I always I kept with me. Hold on. One thing I kept with me since I was in high school, because it took me an extra year to graduate, and my mom, I never noticed until she said something. My mom used to play gospel music every morning, dropping me off to school, and I didn't notice it, but she just wanted to put that in my spirit, because she knew, like, this is my extra year. I don't want to be here. She just begged me to re-enroll because I dropped out over the summer, and then tell her. It's just like, the one thing she told me, one thing I learned is faith without works is dead. Period. Pause. Because I'm a grown ass man. I don't say period. But faith without works is dead. You can't have faith that something is going to work out, that you're going to get this, that, and the third, and not put in the fucking work. So, ain't no point in saying, yeah, I'm going to be better, I'm going to do better, things going to get better. But okay, like, are you putting in the work? Or are you just saying that this shit's going to get better? Because I guarantee you, it'll probably get better, but it'll take, just like the story in the Bible, it was supposed to take them 3 days to get somewhere, and it took them 40 years? Was it 40 days? No, it was 40 years.
Listen, I ain't go to Bible study.
Well, yes, this is a story. They were supposed to go somewhere. It was supposed to take them 3 days. And I think because they didn't follow God's instructions, it took them 40 years for a 3-day trip. So I'll be damned that's gonna be me. Nah. So yeah, remember that. One thing that's weird, I told one of my boys this yesterday, and I say it every time I say it. This comes out of my mouth. I'm like, it's weird coming out of my mouth. But you got to keep God first. You got to pray. I don't know why I said that, but I was compelled to say that. You got to pray. And faith without works is dead, yo. Stop being fucking lazy and putting that goddamn work.
I feel like when people say you got to keep God first, it's so empty now because it's so overused, because God for everybody is different. Some people look at God as like the person that makes all the good things happen. And then when something bad happens, why would God do this to me? Why would this? Who told you God will only bring about good things to your life? You don't get lessons. You don't get lessons with just great things in your life. But yes, I think before you jump into your day, take that time and pause and tell God thank you, because He didn't have to wake you up. He or she, whoever you believe, didn't have to wake you up. And be grateful. And I already talked to you about what my prayer been. I don't pray for things. I don't pray for more. I pray for the opportunity to be able to make more, have more. And they've been coming. I just have to do the work. I think the difference between saying I'm going to do better and doing better is the epitome of someone saying, I need gas. And someone showing up to the gas station, walking in, regardless of how much money they got, be like, can I get 10 on 22? Can I get 20 on 9? I only got $5. Can I get 5 on such and such? Putting aside your pride, putting aside your ego, and just being like, I showed up, I might yell in QT, let me get 5 on 20, and somebody gonna be like, no, make it 15. You don't know what God put on this person that said, no, make it 15 and gave you extra money so you can get to where you're going. You know, I look at all the little things. When I pull up at the pump, I look at what's the number on the screen. Sometimes it's $7. Sometimes it's $12. Sometimes that could be the last $12 a person has for the week. And I go in and I could be like, let me get 20 on such and such. Is it being grateful that these opportunities came in so you could move and budge a little bit to get through the next day and the next day. And people who say I'm gonna be better without putting that work in or those steps in to get it done is the difference, because once you meet a person who don't talk and just do, that shit is refreshing. That shit is refreshing. Don't tell me how great you're gonna be. Don't tell me how much better you are. Don't tell me how you change. Show me. I like show me men and women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
There's a lot of BBL energy going around where people want to, how much I got to pay you so you can make me look like this so I don't have to do the work.
Somebody commented, she better be making 6 figures or more. Hey, so I will say, hey Mike, I will say everything that she asked for, she can back it up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What you asking for, you have the right to ask for it.
Yes.
If you knew her, she has the right to ask for everything that she's asking for. So,
yes.
Hey Mike, since you there, Mike, we gonna talk. But sometimes what else is being said? I just found a comment saying, like, I just found them in our list.
But even with that right there, I would never sit here and ask for 6 figures if I can't handle 30 grand.
It don't make sense. You said,
you know what I'm saying? If you can't handle 30 grand, don't you dare fix your mouth to ask for 6 figures.
Does your man have to make 6 figures?
No, because you know what comes with 6-figure men?
6-figure problems. Why
insecurities that are like super huge, confidence that's really small. Whenever they got a problem, they think money about to fix it. And I'm the type of person with. I was just thinking about this today. I've never asked any of my exes how much money they make. I just know when I'm with them and we with each other, I don't ever have to go in my bag. I don't ever have to feel like I'm not safe. I don't never have to feel like I can't trust this person to get me from point A to point B. And I think now it's all about, well, what do you do? And where do you live? And what do you drive? You know how many homeless men there are right now in Atlanta living out their car that they can't afford, that they put in $2 on their insurance when their bill is like an apartment? Like this whole chase that people doing to look like they're living this life that they're not living. You know how many people in a relationship right now with somebody they don't fucking like?
Facts.
Because they can't afford to do it themselves?
Facts. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was gonna ask that on Facebook, like how many of y'all actually get caught up in looking at other people's lives and start judging yourself like, damn, like I'm trying to have what they have, I'm trying to be where they at, I'm trying to, get to, where they at. I've definitely been guilty of that, but at the same time, I be wanting like, damn, that nigga living his life. He travel every 4 months, every 3 months. But at the same time, it's just like, nigga, you gonna get there. Relax. I be damn if I front for motherfuckers. I be seeing niggas online posting the diamonds and shit like that, and I'm like, first of all, them diamonds ain't worth nothing. If you know anything, you want to get the gold. Get solid gold.
Buy gold.
And then on top of y'all niggas be thinking that niggas is slow. These niggas shouldn't be wearing these moissanite diamonds. You know what that is?
I want nothing moist though. This
nigga say I don't want nothing moist. Moissanite is like the new cubic the new cubic zirconium.
Yeah.
And it's like, it passes the diamond testers. You know how niggas be walking around with the diamond testers. It passes the diamond testers. I think it has like diamond-like flaws in it. And I'm just like, niggas just be online with the diamond testers. I'm like, bro, you ain't dropped 10 bands on that shit. You ain't dropped 20 bands on that shit. You dropped $3 grand, $2,500 with a fucking payment plan. and I respect it, but at the same time, it's just like, shit's not important. Shit's not people.
I don't respect it. It's like when I see big men with big muscles. When I see men in Atlanta in Chargers and all this extra ass shit. Like, you don't have to tell me you're insecure. I see you. It's loud as fuck.
With the Charger, I used to drive a Charger. With the Hemi, and it was loud as fuck. I like American.
Why though?
Because I like American muscle. I like to drive fast. It made me feel good. That adrenaline when that motherfucking car started. I done had a girl. I done had women sit in the passenger seat when I was driving that Charger and tell me, yo, the car make they pussy wet. Okay. Like, what you? It don't have nothing to do with insecurity. Sometimes niggas.
Maybe it's me. For me, that's what I did. For me, that's how I'm taking it as. And I've had the X with the Charger. You know what I'm saying? It's comfortable, it's quiet, but no. It's like, oh, you in that? You yelling out your window? Let me roll my window up. I'm not interested. All my brothers have loud cars. I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? I like a quiet flex. I've always liked a quiet flex.
Go ahead.
I like the man with the nice watch that don't gotta show his watch, but it's there though if he wanted to move his sleeve. I like the man with maybe the gold chain that got it tucked in his shirt. It's not loud. You don't need you to see it.
So you like a subtle flex nigga.
Yes, I like the man that's quiet in the group. Ain't gotta say much, but you know, he gonna show you what he about. I hate let me show you, dude. Like, stop, chill out. Why you so loud? Be right here. Why you so loud? Just relax.
Shan, what you talking about? Personal preference, man. Would you go elaborate a little bit more? I don't know. I'm trying to again elaborate a little bit more. Somebody said I stay away from social media because of that exact reason. The video, I guess when I was talking about comparing other people's lives and stuff like that, he said I stay away from social media because of that exact reason. The second the video go off, they go right back to being miserable. I'm on social media right now because I'm watching you. Social media is a harness for negative energy, and you know I don't get nothing but good energy out here. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There go a little bit more. Take some more. There you go. There goes some good energy for you.
I don't get negative energy from social media. I think it's what you choose to focus on. You know, some people go on social media to get the tea, to go to the shade room, to see what celebrities do. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Let me go to my Explore page. Okay, look how they updated their house. Okay, look how they did this. Okay, so that's how you strip down the door. Okay, look at these shoes. Okay, what is this designer doing? What is this parent doing to push their kids? Where can I take the girls on vacation? It's what you pay attention to. What's the new artist right now? And the more you look at the things you like, the more it pops up. That's how the fucking algorithm works. So if you having an issue with your algorithm, it's saying you're having an internal issue where you keep focusing on this one thing. That's why you keep seeing it.
So I think, the guy who said that, I think he gives me more of probably the same vibe that I get. Because I feel like that social media does have a lot of negative things up there, but I don't think it's negative. But if he feels the same way I feel, he just tired of seeing it. You just be tired of seeing bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I sent you Shorty. I sent you that pic, you know, and you said she was a
parasite.
A parasite. I was about to say a virus. You said she was a parasite. Yes, I get online all the time, and it's just like, ugh, like yuck.
It's what you pay attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like thinkers, so I'll watch clips of interviews. I listen to podcasts, but I'm not really someone that's gonna sit down and watch a whole episode of a podcast because my mind be in other places. But it's really about finding your path. On each of my Instagrams, because I have multiple Instagrams, my explore page is different because my audience is different. What I'm trying to repost is different. Things I may grab from TikTok are always something to teach, give you knowledge, or show. It's never, oh my God, look at this celebrity. They just got this Lamborghini. Who the fuck cares? Most of those celebrities send that shit the fuck back after it gets close to a certain mileage. Just like everybody else who can't afford those cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read these. We're gonna get up out of here because we did start an hour late, and my man's got a wife and kids at the crib. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna read these last little bit. Somebody said it's all about how you carry yourself for real. Some women don't know what type of dude they like, period. That's a fact. That's a real fucking fact. Yeah, that's a fact. The fact that people spend 6 hours a day on social media and not 10 minutes ready, it's lowering our attention spans. Oh, and not reading. Okay, the fact that people spend 6 hours a day on social media and not reading for 10 minutes a day is lowering our attention spans. And Mike said it's causing a lot of population to suffer from mental illness. This was I'm mad I just found the fucking comments an hour later, but folks it's a good pod. Shane, you wanna say anything before we slide up out of here?
Know your threshold. I talked to Larry about this today.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's threshold for what they see, hear, and could be around, and people, energy that they can manage is different. Know your threshold. If you gotta think about it when you're at, it's a no. Get more comfortable with telling people no, and get more comfortable with having silence with yourself so you can really sit in some shit and understand your needs and your body and what your mind needs. Sometimes, you could go to work today, but your body's telling you no. I can't compare where I got that from because he's locked up right now and it's just not fitting. But if your body is telling you no, you need to take that break. Take that break. A lot of times work can wait, but I agree. This was a good pod. There are good people out here and there are some shitty people out here. I just choose to focus on the good ones.
I was gonna say something just then, but yes, you're right, Shan. There are good people and there are shitty ones. Shitty ones. What else? So, do I got anything to say? I sent my boy. I asked on that phone. Forgot what I ain't got nothing to say. Keep your head up. Keep God first. You know what I mean? I'm going to exit out with the song. Because this is the best podcast for the culture. The only podcast playing nothing but the dopest local music. Before I go, if you want to call into the show, if you want to shout yourself out, you want to shout your business out, you want to ask us a question, I go to Shan, this woman on the phone right now that y'all been listening to the last hour, I go to her all the time with questions. If you got a question, you need some help with something, you need some advice, whatever, you just want to hear your voice on the show, call into the show, 252-497-8083. Again, call into the show, The Couch Session, the best podcast for the culture at 252-497-8083. Now, what I am about to do right now is, Shan, I'm gonna want you to stay on the. Well, matter of fact, Shan, I can call you back when this is over. I'm gonna swap phones on the connection, and I'm gonna exit out with my boy playing a song for my boy Stilo and Chef Boy Artie. So I appreciate you, Shan. I love you. You're the bestest. And I'll call you in a little bit, alright? Alright, bye. Alright, that was Shani Shan. Y'all don't know that girl is that woman. Lifesaver. She done kept me sane plenty of times. Now, so we gonna end the show right here on my boy Chef Boy Artie and my man Stilo. Talked about them on the last pod, two brothers. Yeah, this track right here is called Feelings by Stilo and Chef Boy Artie. I hope y'all enjoy. Coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Talking senses like a sentence that keep running on. Be wildin' out, but when I blank, you say I'm coming strong. I got a pump that's on my heart and speaking from my dome. I need that one of a kind, you acting like the 100th clone. You bringing up the past, get mad when we had conversations. My clock can stop at any moment, I ain't got no time for wasting. Started off amazing, I feel like you trying to play me. Long as you know with or without you, baby, I'ma make it. You step on toes today, they up your ass tomorrow. You got a smile to keep from crying, so I laugh it off. Move with my brother, expand my hustle, turn the trap retarded. You gon' be like, where's water? I just packed up all my shit, you stupid bitch, I'm out. That's what you wanted, huh? Already done weigh my options, like I put that on the eyes. It's all good, I'ma keep it hood, rather live alone than lie. I can do that by myself, I got me on my side.
So I had to go and make a song so you can feel the shit. Don't wanna hear the shit. My heart is broken, it's frozen from shit I'm dealing with, but somehow my love still exists. Told her let's take a trip because you put us raining crystals. Wish you could see the good in me, but I got anger issues. Every day it was a problem, told me how bad I did you. Made me so fucking sick that I just can't help it but miss you. Already on my way, she told me go to hell. It's like I'm losing faith, but then the angel fell. Get on your knees and pray if you're not feeling well. She was saved by the grace, drink from my holy grail. Ain't much more I can take, I got no feelings left. I know she wanna stay, but I need time by myself. I'm going through a phase, I need some mental health. I'm in a sunken place, this is my call for help.
That was Stilo Key, Chef Boy Artie with Feelings, coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all know who this is, y'all. It's your boy Big Smooth, Smooth Black, Suave Negrito, Hefe Hilton, King Black, the heartbroken people healing himself, and let's not motherfucking forget Manifestation God. Yo, this is Larry Hilton, and this is the best podcast for the motherfucking culture. Yo, this is the Couch Session, and I'm out. Peace.